Thank you for joining me for my third video, and I'm just going to quickly talk about how the user themselves will access the new location maintenance application SMTLC that we've produced and shown in the produced for dynamic picking development, and we showed in video 1 and video 2. So because this is a client application, it will live within the menu jobs on the LBS system, jobs.men, and there will be an option within there which I'm going to show in a minute, which this application will fire into. So with any application that we run within the LBS system, and possibly the Bookpoint one, we will have a shortcut to the vwin.exe, which is the client executable, which is basically an emulator for VMS, but it's a Windows GUI. So within the target, you'll have the executable itself, the Vista Windows, and it'll have various different parameters. We're going to have an icon for Linus, we're going to have an icon for production, and we're going to have an icon probably for one of the VT servers as well, just because obviously we're going to want them to test this and UAT this themselves. So there's various parameters. The ND is node, which is Linus. You've got object, which is 1896, which is the port. DI is the directory, and as you can see within the directory, I've got my particular testing environment at the moment, but that will obviously be the live app for the users. The JN, it looks like in, but it's actually JN. It's got CLI underscore SMTLC. So that's the job name within jobs.men. There will be an option. It knows it will fire at jobs.men, and then it will look for that particular menu option for this application. Similar how PUQ works in queries. Across again, you've got WN, which is the window name, which will be Linus, and IC, the icon file. And we'll come on to that in a minute. So let's fire it up. As always, okay. So, unlike PUQ inquiries, it does not fire straight into the program. Okay, so why have we done that? Well, the reason being is this is a maintenance program for location maintenance, and you may want to add additional features, other programs that you might need to validate things after you've maintained. So it makes sense to start its life in a menu, get the users used to this, because if we add anything in the future, they're going to be comfortable on what they're doing from the off, and we can train them, say. Okay, this is it. So we only got one option to begin with, so usually you'll just fire into the program, but this time, because it's a maintenance, I can envision that we're going to add other programs into here moving forward. So we've got location maintenance. So we click into that. And the first thing you'll notice is that we skip the parameter screen. We skip the parameter screen because we've passed the site of L and update equals Y automatically from the menu. Why have we done that? Well, it's a maintenance program. They're always going to want to maintain those. You could have a display mode on the menu, which possibly would be the best way forward. But for the time being, they're just going to want to update, and also the update is really there for debugging purposes as well. So as you can see, if we exit that, it will take us back to the menu, which is what we want. So that's just a quick display of what that does in terms of functionality and how it will look for the user. This will hopefully be rolled out through the case system during production, but I will get these shortcuts put onto the LBS share at a later date so that we can get the users to copy those onto their desktops. So that's me for now. Thank you very much.